if I'm not, out there in the backyard, or I'm not working on this, it's not like I'm not doing anything. I'm always kind of finding a way to get better in these different aspects. And it's almost like you're looking at the game in such a broader context than you've ever looked at it.
Totally. And I think that these injuries give me that opportunity too. Whereas I would still be spending my time in the backyard, whereas like now I'm just kind of, like you said, broadening my game. And it's definitely just allowed me to kind of increase like my areas of expertise in the sport of lacrosse.
What about the days that you walk, you walk out onto the practice field and you say, you know what, like, I'm just not at my best. Like, I just don't feel, as well as I'd like to, physically or mentally. How do you get the most out of your performance in those moments? Because that is so common. I think everybody, no matter what we do, we deal with that, right? It's rare that we're always at our, it's rare that we're at our best. It's also rare that we're always at our worst, right? We're usually somewhere in the middle. And what you do with that middle ground, I think it says a lot about your, with the outcomes that you achieve. Talk about that for a moment, Chloe.
Yeah, definitely. There are days like you're just dragging, a long school day, you had an exam that didn't go so well. Happens more often than I'd like. But Jenny always says, just give 100% of what percentage you have that day. So if you're at 50%, give 100% of that 50. And if everyone on our team, because some people are going to be at 100, or maybe not 100%, but some people are going to be at 90%, some people are going to be at 30%. But if everyone on our team can give 100% of that percentage of what they have that day, then we'll find success, like somehow. So you can't just kind of go internal and be like, all right, this is not my day. Like, you kind of need to look to your teammates and, rely on them to be there for you, because we have each other's back, especially like this UNC culture. Like, we play got your back lacrosse. So, if I turn the ball over, like, I know I have 3 other teammates chasing that girl down to go get it back. So it's awesome in that sense, just to be a part of such an incredible team culture, and just know that everyone is giving 100% of what they have that day, because it's not going to be perfect. And there are days where I'm like, wow, that was a rough one. But like, I kind of you can't think about it too much. You have to have the memory of a goldfish, and you wake up the next day. And I always just say, all right, like, this is my day. I'm going to come back from that rough day yesterday. And it all just, throughout the week, like, it all just evens out. Like, just as long as you're putting 100% of what you have that day.
The memory of a goldfish and got your back lacrosse. I want to dig into those a little bit more, Chloe. So the idea of got your back lacrosse, and I think we all like going through life with people when we feel like people have our back.
Absolutely.
I'm curious, when you've got a team environment like that, where there is this got your back mentality, and it's clear that it's not just a tagline for the UNC women's lacrosse program. You've talked about it, how that's what it's really like. What do you think are some of the driving forces in making that not just a line that you could paint on the wall in the locker room, but you actually bring out to the field? What contributes most to the got your back lacrosse mindset, where you're lifting each other up?
Totally. Yeah, we definitely take it literally. Like, there'll be plays and we say in film, like, that was got your back lacrosse. Like, it's actually something that we talk about and we say. But this team this year was just so special, and I think last year's disappointing season definitely contributed to that, just because, especially the girls on the sideline, like, we were all looking at each other like, this isn't happening next year. Like, we're turning this program around. Like, this, like, I think it was one of the most disappointing seasons that UNC's had. So we were like, we're turning this around. Like, next year's our year. And it was just like our team having a one-track mind. Like, we all had one goal in mind, and we talked about it, and we knew that that's all each of us wanted. So just being all on the same page definitely contributed to that. But not only like the got your back lacrosse, but just our culture in general this year. Like, we all just had so much fun. They didn't announce captains, I think, until it was like right before the season, but you would never have known who was a captain. Like, we had freshmen stepping up, we had sophomores, like juniors, seniors, fifth years. It was, everyone was just so like attached to this goal. And it definitely just like created such a fun environment for us. So it was our genuine desire to like I said, like, get the ball back for a teammate who just lost it. Like, we all just wanted to see each other succeed, because we did have one goal in mind. And I think that was very evident in our play this year. Like, I remember there was one play where I got checked so badly, and I was like, oh, and I had no gas in my tank to go run and get it back. But you see, like, Olivia Vergano, Caroline Godey, and my sister, like, everyone is just sprinting towards that girl, and they checked her and got it back. And I was like, thank you. Like I didn't have anything to like I left in the tank to do that. Like, and it just is that's the best feeling, just when you know your teammates have your back and they're gonna work their butts off to go fix a mistake you made. And I think that was just like something that made our team so special this year is we just had one goal in mind.